Today, we are happy to announce, based on what we know now on the literature about transmission of the virus, and also based on the epidemiology that we have observing in Quebec, we are going to announce that now. There are going to be insides, I would say, get together a maximum of 50 persons that could be done if they respect the different distanciations, okay? First of all, one thing that we can announce now is that for kids under 16 years old, they could be at 1 meter of distance. So it's no more 2 meters as like for adults, because the impact of the disease on kids is very low. We had schools with outbreaks, but no big issues with the health of the kids. Almost people were having like a flu or something else. But in those classes or in those groups, there could be also, we call it bubbles or families of kids together who won't have the 1 meter in between them. It's going to be small groups. Those small groups will be 1 meter from each other, and they will keep the 2 meters with the teacher. So this is a new announcement for, I would say, the school and daycare centers. And in daycare centers, they will still have some work, and those distances are going to be even less. For what we see, for like I would say, places where you go there, you sit in a chair, and you look to a film like in cinema or theaters, we will accept 1.5 meters in between, I would say, families or in between cells. Why? Because knowing the risk that the transmission is there, knowing that if you stay there, you don't sing, you don't talk, you're only listening to the movie and everything, the risk is lower than if you go somewhere and you sing, or at the restaurant where we're going to be on a table and talk together. So we will accept like in cinemas, 1.5 meter in between families. That's the exception. But for the other situation, and I would say the normal distanciation is still 2 meters. It's very important. If you want to know, it's going to be 2 meters for all kinds of situations. It will be 1.5 in certain, I would say, places where you're going to have to look at shows like theaters and cinema. And it's going to be 1 meter for kids under 16 years. That's essentially the message today. And we allow, in a stepwise approach, I would say 50-person maximum together inside of in a public place. At home, we still stay with the 10 persons, 3 families, and 2 meters in distance between the families. That's essentially the message today.
Okay, so not homes in let's say private establishments, so like you said, cinemas and those kinds of places.
Yes, theaters, cinemas.
Okay. And the 1.5 is within families, or you mean between people?
Between no,
people.
It will be. You can be, if I'm going with my wife and my son who lives with me. We can be beside in the normal chairs. But in between another family or another couple or another person that I don't know, it's going to be 1.5 meters.